Welcome back to Tips, Tricks, and Inspiration with Shabby Chic Vintage Chicks. Can you tell that I am absolutely loving watercolor? It took me a little while to kind of get a hang of it, but I am loving it, and I feel like I'm learning every day that I play with it. So to start off today, I have a watercolor card. It's a blank card. I got it from Amazon. I think it was a 50 pack, and it's for watercolor. All the other ones you can see around, even though I watercolored on them, they were actually just cardstock, and they worked fine. I'm not an expert, so I don't really totally grasp the whole difference, except for these ones are a little off-white, and they have a little texture to them. But other than that, I don't know. Okay, so I went ahead and I kind of, with water, made a circle using, the inside of the tape roll. And then I've made that whole circle wet before I added my blue in. I haven't quite grasped the whole making the blue flow like you see in some videos. I don't understand that one yet. I can't seem to get it to do it without totally soaking the page, but maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. But I think you'll see that this turns out really pretty. So keep in mind, I'm still learning. So I've got it all in this beautiful tealish blue. I've gone a little bit darker on that bottom side because I want that to be my darkness. And then with a clean dry brush, I dragged it over top, and that's what took away the blue again and gave me my highlights. I thought that was kind of a cool way of doing it. Now I'm going in with a gold marker after it's totally dry. And I'm just going to draw in some details. Now, this is actual time. And I want you to see how I'm kind of skipping too. So right there, that second line down, there was lines and then there was dots. And then see that line I've kind of left a blank. And I'm doing it again with the marker too. I'm kind of just leaving a little space every once in a while. And that's going to give the illusion of light reflecting off of it. So then I'm going to go back in and draw some dots. It's just zigzags and dots and lines. I really didn't know what to put on it, but it ends up looking gorgeous. So there we go. See how I've kind of skipped again? And again. It's just giving the illusion of roundness and the light reflecting. Try not to overthink it if you're doing this with a video. If you're wondering how I'm learning this, I'm watching videos just like you're doing right now. And if I see ones that I kind of like, I'll pause them and I'll sketch along with them. And then I kind of take those ideas and make my own. So I learned how to do the layering and the shadowing. I think it was an Apple video. And then I've learned about the skipping lines and spaces and stuff like that. That's just happened over the crafting time, even doing my wood cutouts. So I'm just kind of combining them, coming up with ideas. I hope you enjoy this. I am really loving the watercolor, especially since I got this new palette. So there we go. See that one there? It's kind of like more towards the center where the light would really be hitting. So it had a few more skips in it. There we go. Now, I think I need a little topper on here. I shouldn't have brought my gold line maybe all the way down, but it works out okay. So I'm going to put a little cap on this. And just kind of color that in with my gold chrome marker. Looking good. Okay, and I need a little loopy thing on the top. And if I color it in a little more, it won't be quite so obvious that I made that string come all the way down. Okay, it should say something. I could stamp something, but I'm trying to get better with my handwriting as well. So I'm just going to write out Merry Christmas. And then because I've done it all in gold, I'd like it to kind of stand out a little more. I'm going to come back with a black fine tip. I'm trying to think what it's called, a pit pen. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to do some shadowing. So I'll be doing that in just a second. Okay, so there it is in gold. Now, just very lightly, I'm not pressing down very hard. I'm just giving a shadow, and I'm going on the right-hand side of all the lines. And maybe just a little bit on the upper. And this is in real time, so you can see it's not something that I rush through. I have to sit there and I have to think it through too, as where would this shadow line be if it was on this one, on this letter. It's kind of got to follow along on each one. And if I was to press down harder with this marker, it would be very black, but I don't want it to be very black. I just want the faint gray kind of shadow. There we go. Let me know if this is going too slow. Would you have preferred this to be sped up? Do you like to see it in real time? These videos that I make, although I enjoy making them, they are so that others can learn from them. So I need to know what your learning style is. So if this is going too slow, I totally understand. I could speed that up. But I just want, giving you some alternatives. Some of them are quite fast-paced and some of them are slowed down. There it is, all done. Let's do a little bow on the top. It's going to kind of tie that shadow in the bottom with my little sketched in bow up top. Again, real time. You can see it's sometimes you watch people's video and you're like, wow, they're so quick.